my absolutely, positively favorite body moisturizers of all time. Oh, it smells so good. Hey guys, Ashley Elizabeth here with AHHH Artistry, and today I'm gonna be showing you my favorite body care items, everything from shaving cream to skin tighteners, tanners, everything in between. I'm gonna show you, and hey, maybe we have a couple favorites in common. If we do, leave it in the comments below which ones you use also. And if you have never tried any of these before, that's okay too. Let me know which ones you are most excited or intrigued about trying. So let's get started, shall we? We're gonna start with our shaving products because hey, that's what comes first, and then we're gonna end with what we usually end with, okay? My favorite new shaving cream, I got it about 2 months ago from Target. It is called Cremo, and this is their moisturizing concentrated shave cream. I love the coconut mango scent. Now you're gonna find out today that I absolutely love coconut if you didn't already know that. Almost everything is infused with some kind of coconut, and I'm obsessed. But anyways, the reason why I like this is I have really sensitive skin when it comes to shaving, and this one, it gets really close, but a really clean shave and leaves my skin not feeling gatory, let's say gatory, and gross. It feels really smooth and soft, but it doesn't leave like an oily residue either. So it's nice in between. I cannot use, gosh, like skin tints and any kind of gel foams, I cannot use. Oh, those smell nice, but they are the worst for my skin. So I love this one. Now, most of the time, total TMI, for my armpits, I have to shave every other day. With this one, I could actually shave every day if I really needed to, which is the first time I've ever had that happen. So I love it. It doesn't clog up my razor. It doesn't make my razor dull faster. It is absolutely amazing. It's a cream formula, but it almost has like a soapiness to it. So once you work it in with water, it starts to bubble up. And what you're supposed to do is about 30 seconds rubbing the area, and then it'll start to foam up a little bit, and then you're supposed to work it. I can do it right away and it's fine, but they do recommend it's about 30 seconds of massaging that area, massaging the soap cream into it. Then what to pair that with is my Dollar Shave Club razors. Now, if you saw my toiletry bag video from Hawaii, then you already know that I'm in love with this, but I did say I would do a body care video soon, and here it is. So my husband started doing the Dollar Shave Club about a year ago, I want to say, and he started like noticing he got stacks and stacks and stacks of these piled up, these razors. They come in a 4-pack, and so I had him actually order a handle for me so I could try it out myself because I was spending so much money just on razors alone. I would have to go through them, shave, you know, toss them. It just seemed like such a waste of money. So he ordered me a handle. So if you have a boo, then order one for you too. If you don't, order one for yourself because razors are crazy overpriced, and these are awesome. Keeping on with that shower theme, I'm gonna show you my absolute favorite body scrub. This is actually my favorite body care brand entirely. Like everything I've tried for them is just pure gold. I'm obsessed. And what my first love from them was the sugar scrub. So this is Lalicious. This is the coconut, of course, coconut. They have about like 6 different flavors though. I call them flavors, but they're scents. Don't eat them. But I love the coconut. Oh my goodness. And it is a sugar scrub, but it turns kind of like into an oil once you leave it on the skin after you scrub it, and it is just a dream. Now they're made with natural ingredients, so really healthy, really good for skin, and it just leaves my skin feeling silky duper smooth and soft. And I use this about once a week, and it helps keep away that alligator skin. Now what I love about using a sugar scrub as opposed to a salt scrub for my skin type, again, I'm sensitive and dry. Salt scrubs do tend to dry me out. Sugar scrubs usually leave me more moisturized. So if you're wondering the difference between the two, for me, that's what I notice. Now I do have a favorite kind of a salt scrub, but it's like a heavy duty exfoliating scrub, and I only use this when I'm going to use my self tanners. Now I recently heard that this is discontinued, so if that is true, I am so sorry, but find yourself something similar, and it is from Dermalogica, their exfoliating body scrub. Now I swear by this before I use my self tanners because it just leaves my skin completely clean, no alligator skin, but that's because it's like nothing left. Like there's no oil, there's no residue, it's nothing, it is just slick as a baby seal. Like, it is just slick to slick. While we're at it, let's talk about my favorite self tanners. If you watch my Instagram stories or whatever, Snapchat, you'll probably know some of these already because I like to show them. But my favorite self tanner of all time is the Saint Tropez brand. So this right here, I started with the white bottle, which is just the bronzing mousse. This, I have now graduated to the dark mousse. Now the dark mousse is not for the faint of heart. It is very, very dark. Of course, if you're a darker complexion, this one will be the one you want to go to first. As you can see, I'm quite fair. Well, right now I have a nice little tan, but normally I'm quite fair, and I'll even do this one because it got super duper dark, okay? Like really dark. And I loved it. And my tan lasts about a week, I would say, in like salt water, chlorine, and everything. The original one is nice too. It's a nice goldeny glow, but I would really say it's only for those very fair skin, and it doesn't last quite as long. It's just very, very light. So if you're a beginner, it's a great one to start out with. Now my favorite ones to use are the mousses because I feel like they stick to the skin a little bit better than the lotions do. I've had good luck with some lotions here or there, but the mousses are my absolute favorite. Like once you try it, it's hard to go back. It is just amazing and wonderful. And the color guide that's in it as you work helps you really avoid user error, and you can see where you're going, and it's just beautiful. You leave it on, of course, 6 to 8 hours and then rinse it off. Now the original white one, I would say I've definitely slept in white sheets with it and it's fine, and I rinse it off in the morning. This one, on the other hand, do not sleep in your white sheets with it because it will stain them, and it's gonna be kind of hard and challenging to get it off. So just do it maybe right when you get home from work and rinse off before bed, and you're good to go. Now, of course, this does have a little bit of that typical self-tanner smell, but once you rinse off the guide, you're also good to go, so don't worry about it. And then right when I'm stepping out of the shower, I have discovered the Jergens Natural Glow Wet Skin Moisturizer. Now, I'm a bit of a name brand snob, I'm not gonna lie, but I have been tampering here and there with different drugstore products because drugstore products have come a long way. So one of my favorite beauty YouTubers, Laura Lee, showed this in her Get Ready With Me shower video, and I was definitely intrigued enough that the next day I went and bought it. So I'll show you that again. Jergens Natural Glow Wet Skin Moisturizer. I love the idea of you putting it on just as you get out of the shower, so your skin is still damp. I just kind of like slick off the water. I don't towel off. You want your skin to still be a little bit wet from it, and then I actually apply it on. Now it is white, so you don't have to worry about it staining your towels or anything. And just every day you do it, and within 5 days I noticed I was definitely darker. Like, it was awesome. I used it before I went to my last trip to Hawaii, and I was darker than everybody, and I didn't go in the sun, and I did use self tanner, so I did use the Saint Tropez, but I already had that as a base, and I felt like it made it last longer. So gotta double it up, They do make 2 different ones. I picked up the fair to medium because at the time I was super light. Now when I go to repurchase it, I will get the medium to dark because it'll darken me even further. Also, it smells really nice too, and that's helpful. It doesn't smell like self tan or anything. All right, now when you step out of the shower and you're ready for that JLo glow all day, and you want that sun to shine down on you like a beam of bronzing hope, then I have a couple of products that will help you get there. I love these 2 products. Again, you've probably seen me talk about them, and I actually cocktail them together. It is Pretty Potion. Now this is 99.7% natural ingredients, so they just have a very small percentage of a preservative, and it's based with coconut oil, lots of oils, a bunch of million different things, so you can check that out. They come in this, and they actually have a little tiny baby size now too. They have a bunch of different shades. They have one that is just clear, they have medium, light, dark, and then I actually got the deep dark because I kind of want to fake my tan on those days that I was super lazy and I didn't want to do all the steps. But it's so pretty. I will show you all, and it just like a little bit goes a long way. It's really crazy. And it has a shimmer, like pearlescence kind of thing to it. What it's supposed to do, it's not only supposed to give you that beautiful bronzing, shimmery glow, but it actually helps to give the illusion of smoother, textured skin, get rid of kind of discoloration. It doesn't cover it up, but it kind of helps to blend discoloration. So on my legs, I love this stuff. Because come on, like nobody has those natural airbrushed, beautiful, perfect legs. And if you do, dude, get a patent on that because good for you, girl. But for me, you know, everybody has veins, natural just skin texture, and this kind of evens it out and makes it look a little bit flawless. You can see in the camera like the difference right there, super shimmery, and that's just my normal self. So really pretty. Now I love the Too Faced Royal Oil. I also said this in my toiletry bag, get ready with me type weird Hawaii thing, but I'm not sure if this is discontinued. It comes up on the website and then it doesn't, and it's back and forth, so I don't know, maybe it's a seasonal thing it's turning into. I haven't been able to see it in stores in a long time, so I've had this for a while. It's super concentrated, but it's a lot darker, and that's why I cocktail the two together usually, because like this is almost too much just by itself. It's really pretty, but for me it's a lot heavier. It's also based with coconut oil, but I want my skin to breathe a little bit. And I just find when I blend the two together, it's just really pretty. So that's why I travel with it blended, but I'll use it by itself. Also to note, the royal oil, I have seen it come off a little bit on my clothes, especially once I start getting a little bit sweaty in the heat. So that's another reason why I cocktail it with the Pretty Potion. Pretty Potion, I don't really see it coming off on stuff. And maybe because most of the time I blend the two together, that's kind of my key. And the royal oil can kind of pick up some orangey undertones sometimes. So to me, the perfect marriage is the two together. Of course, they're beautiful by themselves, but that just works for me. That's what's good. So I'll show you what that looks like layered on top of that Pretty Potion. Like, you see how it's a little more orangey than the Pretty Potion was? It's more intense, but that's why the two just lighten it up. But oh my gosh, like if I didn't have time to self-tan, this is just like perfect. And it has like, I think because it's like the yellowy kind of golden flecks that gives that kind of, you know, slight orange cast, but it's not too much. It's really pretty, just so you can see that. Now my favorite skin tightener of all time, and when I say skin tightener, I mean products that claim to help with cellulite, stretch marks, all that in between, help to actually make the skin appear firmer, tighter, and more just on point. And my favorite one of all time is the Perricone Cold Plasma Body. Now this is the most pricey one I've ever used, so I don't grab it all the time. I use sparingly, but when I use it, girl, it is like, oh my gosh. I definitely have a little bit of dimpling, a little bit of cellulite, a little tiny bit of stretch marks. You know, girl, I did have a baby, but I had some of that stuff before I had a baby. If I use it consistently, I notice results within a week. I can see a difference. It's crazy. Now, I think last time I bought this, it was about $100 a bottle, so it is super pricey, but it is an actual skincare brand. So they originally started with face products, and they infused their cold plasma technology into the body. And not a lot of people talk about this, but they should, because of all the skin tightener products I have, this one by far beats them all, but comes with a price point that better do that. So you use it morning and night after your shower, let it soak in, and then you can put your regular moisturizers right on top of that. But I specifically notice a difference with the cellulite on the upper thighs and the under cheeks. Now, if that price is a little bit steep for you, check out the Mio line. They're a great fitness line that helps to tighten, and they have different targeted treatments. Now, I like the Cold Plasma Body because it's meant for all over. The Mio line, and they originally started with the Mama Mio products. To be honest, I don't love the Mama Mio because it kind of has a weird consistency on my skin, but the regular Mio line is awesome. So they have the Get Wasted and then Skin Tight. So Skin Tight is an all over body serum that helps with tightening, and then the Get Wasted is supposed to help kind of sculpt the body. I like to use these a lot when I am working out because I feel like it helps my skin kind of bounce back as I'm doing my workout regimen. They also have a really cool one that helps with your muscles. It's post-recovery workout. I don't have it at the moment, but it helps to kind of soothe achy muscles. So if you're big into workout, check out that line because it's really cool. And they also have lots of little gym bags and fun, cute little things to coordinate with your workout regimen. And speaking of the Mio brand, while we're at it, I'll show you my favorite body brush is actually from Mio as well. Now, if you don't know how to use these or why you would use these or whatever, there's lots of videos out there. But what it is it's a body exfoliator, and also it helps the blood to circulate more. So allegedly it helps to tighten up loose skin and helps with cellulite and smoothness and all of that. What you do is you actually do it on dry skin, so it's called dry brushing right before you shower. I probably only do it maybe once a week, but I know you can do it a little more often than that. Just don't do it every day because that's a little aggressive for your skin. You work it starting at the feet, work in circular motions on the way up. You want everything to work towards the heart. So once you get up here, work it up like that, and then it down like that, and that helps the blood to get flowing and helps with tightening and firming of the skin, allegedly. Now, what I used when I was pregnant, and it doesn't necessarily say for pregnant people, so ask your doctor with anything when you're pregnant to use what you can use, what you can't use. But what worked for me is Lalicious Body Care Duo. So they have the elasticizing oil, and that one you put on first, and then you top it off with the elasticizing stretch marks cream. And that one has amino complex, vitamin complex, and rice bran oil. So what that's supposed to do is it help, again, tighten, firm, prevent stretch marks, all of that. It's very controversial, the whole stretch marks claim, so take it as you will. This was what worked for me. Now I have to say, when you're pregnant, smells can kind of get to you sometimes, and I was using this religiously every day, probably up until towards the end of the last trimester, and the smell started to bug me, so I started using other things. Now I was pretty good on the stretch mark train. It didn't really come until the last week that I was pregnant, and I started to get them right around the love handles, but they're very slight, and maybe it's because I switched brands, who knows, or maybe it's just because my body just finally went like, and it was done. Who knows, whatever. It's hard to make claims on that, but I feel like, you know, I don't have them anywhere else. Maybe it's genetic, I don't know. That's what worked for me. All right, last and favorite is my moisturizing products, and these are something that I've used for years, ever since, like I said, discovered the brand Lalicious. I have been in love, so much in love that I bought a giant size of their moisturizer. Now, if you're dry like me, I have to use a body butter. Body lotions just do not cut it. They're just not enough, they're too light. A lot of body butters are super thick and greasy, and like they feel like they sit on top of the skin, and maybe it's because they infuse this with a bunch of natural oils. I don't know. Vitamin E is great, but I'm just obsessed with this body butter. Hands down my absolute favorite. Super moisturizing, soaks into the skin so nicely and doesn't leave any kind of like gross slimy residue. I just feel moisturized, and I'll feel moisturized all day. I can put it on at night and I'm still moisturized in the morning. And for my alligatory gross skin, I'll show you what that looks like. It is just the bee's knees, guys. So see, like it's just like supple and soft again, you know? I still kind of have like crazy hands, but whatever. And so this, if you're curious, is the Sugar Tiare flower. Yes, I branched out to a different scent, but it is still very tropical, Hawaiian, Tahitian, beautiful. This line has been around for quite some time. Before, this was called Tahitian flower, and then they kind of changed the name, did a whole repack, and I have to say the new packaging is just top-notch gorgeous. And like I said, I loved it so much, I got the big size in the body butter. That's through the Lalicious website. My last favorite moisturizer is, you know I love this stuff, the Bum Bum Cream from Sol Janeiro. Like, I think that's how you say it. Sol de Janeiro, like Rio de Janeiro, duh. Okay, so I love this stuff, and it's kind of your moisturizer and tightening in one, so that's nice to kind of shrink down your steps. And it also has a shimmer to it, so I'll do it on my other arm. But you guys, if you haven't smelled this stuff yet, oh, it smells so good. No, but seriously, this stuff smells so good. So run to your local Sephora, Nordstrom's, whoever has it, and go and put your nose in this stuff because it smells so good. They even came out with a body spray. I feel like it's on my nose. They came out with a body spray of how it smells, and it smells so good. They came out with a chapstick, and I need to go get that because you guys, I just love it. And they have little mica particles in there that give that shimmeriness to the skin. It is so pretty, and it just leaves my skin so soft, amazing. And it's a body butter. It's a little bit lighter consistency than Lalicious, so if you've used Lalicious before, you can know that, but it's still super moisturizing, and it has those extracts in it that's going to help with tightening and firming of the skin. Yes, it says Bum Bum Cream, so it's originally made for the rumpus. However, you can use it all over. Now, they did come out with an acai one. I don't particularly love the scent of that, but if you don't like the scent of this one, then you'll like the scent of that one. So that's nice to have options for people. And I don't know if you could see it in the camera, but yeah, it has like a shimmer. You saw my naked arm earlier, and it was just like flat and alligatory, but it just has like, oh, you can see right there. It just has that, see, nothing's up here. has a really pretty shimmer in it. So it's a great all over body cream moisturizer and I love it. Alright, so that's all I have for you today. It was quite a lot. I feel like I talked super fast, but hopefully I got everything in there that I wanted to let you guys know about. If you have any questions, don't forget to comment down below and I will answer them. And before you leave, don't forget to subscribe. I am trying to post a couple times a week now, so you get lots of fresh content. Don't forget to find me on social media. I am now on Twitter, and then I'm on Instagram, Snapchat, Pinterest, do. So you guys have a wonderful, lovely day.